just tired. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I realized it's 10. I thought I had a client at 10. So I needed to go back to Office Max to print stuff out for a project I need to turn in. And thinking I needed to be back by 10. I don't see my client until 11. I just saw that right now. I was like, really? I could have come back. Also, I went, not realizing that I forgot to convert my freaking document into PDF, so I couldn't print it out. And I was like, why isn't it printed? And then I realized, I was like, oh, I forgot that step. I'm like, great, I'm gonna walk back home because I chose not to drive. And I love my walks anyways. And I got there, like I left like at 8, like oh my gosh, I'm rambling. I was supposed to take a nap, just a nap last night, and stay up working. I ended up falling asleep with the light on. I hadn't done that in a while. And I was waking up with the alarm, and every time I'm like, 30 more minutes, just 30 more minutes. So I woke up, I was like, okay, they open at 8. I'm gonna go and print out the rest of it. And so yeah, so I mean, I felt better when I woke up in the morning because I was like, okay, I needed that. I needed to sleep, right? To function, to think. And so yeah. So I get back and I was like, okay, bummed out, right? Thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna rest a little bit. And then like, cause it, for whatever reason, that walk like tires me out because it's a whole hour. And I think I was just trying to get there, and it's just, I think it could be just because I'm extra tired. And so I came back and I just laid down for a little bit. Decided to listen to Abraham Hicks because he came out with a video yesterday and I didn't listen to it. Mostly because I was like, you don't know what it's like to be human. And so then I was just listening and I'm like, okay, I get it. Yeah, that makes sense, right? And what happened? Okay, thank you for thinking. Oh, so then I was like, okay, let me just take a B12 vitamin thing that I buy because I didn't want coffee. I wanted to stay away from coffee for a bit. And I just don't like the crash of it, and my B12 things don't give me that. So thinking I had client 10, find that it's 11. I'm like, really? I could have come and then like done what I needed to do, and then get back and then come back and still had time. Like I would have been back by now. So anyways, alright, stay focused. So there was a reason. Why was I gonna record? I don't even remember I was gonna record. Aside from feeling like I'm going crazy this week. And so the video that posted this morning was about realizing, connecting with the parts of myself and just realizing, right, that, okay, no, that's not the video. I was preparing another video yesterday, which was the connecting while being naked, and the element of having this dream of this younger man, 20-year age difference, to be like, that's how it felt, like half of my age. And then I could see the little boy inside. And then I put in the write-up, I'm like, when it's that drastic, it's like, no. So then I thought, I posed this question. I said, not question, but just this awareness. Here's the challenge. We live in a wounded world, so most of us carry our wounds through adulthood, as do I, right? Both hands up, clearly. 40 years old. And I'm still healing. So clearly I have realized I'm not done with my healing, so my wounds will show too. But the question is this: will there be someone whose wounds might match the level where I am? Enough to where my higher self will say it's okay to move forward, to heal together. Nakedness equals vulnerability. Physical nakedness is one thing, but emotional vulnerability, or emotional nakedness, emotional vulnerability is something different. It's something special, something rare, and something beautiful, right? Don't you think? Is what I posed. And just this awareness, because that happened to be something that I talked to this fire sign, new fire sign, about how much I appreciate his vulnerability and how much I appreciate him sharing with me where he's at, you know? And again, just this awareness of that I haven't shared the other part of me yet with him, about this person from my past. And there was almost this fear, like I don't know why, I can't even remember what happened yesterday, but I went to bed fearing, you know, that this person, I don't know, would change his mind. So I had a dream, and there was a lot of it to the dream, but the only part I latched onto was this new person in me, and we were together, and we were laughing, and like it felt good, like he just felt good next to me, and it felt like a reassurance, like it's okay, like don't freak out, you be right, don't overthink it, just enjoy the moments, that's all. So I just want to record that piece of my dream that I remembered, that I woke up feeling like, okay, like don't freak out, you be, don't freak out, just grow with the flow, right? Go with the flow, and knowing that we're friends. I realized it's still May 3rd. I realized I might include this with the video. Hopefully I remember to include this with the video as to why I went to bed worried about this new fire sign, why I went to bed. I remembered why. I was sitting with it right now and then realizing he sent me a text yesterday. I mean, I reached out. I don't know if I mentioned it. I walked by the mural yesterday. I walked by the mural yesterday after I did my errands, and I saw that the tar had come off. So I was happy about that, and you could tell, like, it was scraped. Like, they were really, but they were like really scraped. So I in the middle of my 3 to 4 hour rest, I reached out, just wanting to check in with him, how he was doing. And I worried, because I in the busyness of yesterday, I briefly saw his text and his reply back. He used a term of endearment. He used kiddo. Make sure to get rest, kiddo. Oh, because I put morning instead of afternoon. And then I meant afternoon, sorry. I went to bed at 3 and woke up at 7 with my car. And his response was, make sure to get rest, kiddo. And then more stuff. And I went to bed with that worry. That, oh, that's what it was, that his term of endearment changed. his term of endearment changed for me. It went from sweets to kiddo. You know, and I think that scared me. I didn't realize that that's what scared me till I sat with it a little bit more. Just yeah. That it shifted, and I'm like trying not to overthink it, and but I guess I must have been worried about it, and I think just worried. You know, I just worried. I don't want to let him go, I guess. Or lose him, or I don't know. I don't know. But I guess I was worried. I was worried. And then not realizing that it wasn't so much that he called me kiddo that worried me. It was just the, and so before he left, he saw I had closed the door, and he saw I brought with me my balloon of the trolls, the girl, and I put it behind the door. He had it there because the door was, you know, always open. I had closed it. And so he saw that. He was just like, "You like trolls?" And I said, "Oh, well, you know." And I shared the story, right? That I bought that balloon when I left my job. And I was alone. And I wanted to celebrate. So I bought myself a balloon to celebrate. And it just... And so, I don't know why oh, because the terms of endearment, that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of kiddo. I was thinking about the words kiddo. And realizing that the word itself didn't bother me. You know, like in Spanish, like that term of endearment that I mentioned, that old video, where I realized, you know, in Spanish, when you say mijo, mija, right? It's like saying, you know, child or daughter, or really it's kiddo. Hey kiddo, like, you know, like, and recognizing that I usually don't like it when someone calls me that. Before, I guess, but just that he texted, I was like, oh. And I'm sure it means nothing, but I guess I just noticed that the term of endearment switching. I guess it's okay. I'm just tired. I was thinking today too, I was just like, you know that video with the little girl and she's tired and she's at the beach and she's crying, and then she's just like, I take a nap right here, I take a nap right here. she just curls up by the sand and the water's coming in. I take a nap right here, okay, I'm tired. This is what I was thinking about. Like, I just need a nap. But I'm reading, and I keep getting triggered by this book and what's going on right now with the potential, you know, overruling and just society, and just feeling overwhelmed. And then thinking of that, I don't know why that dream came to mind. The dream where the lady was mad at me. The president's mom was mad at me because because I was taking over the, you know, her son's job. And then I thought about that. I'm like, why would I dream that? And then thinking, I'm like, no, it's not possible. This is not possible. Is it? I don't know. And then wondering, well, what if I'm entertaining that idea? What would I do different? How would I do it? How would I make sure that people are seen? That pain is not overlooked. That justice is served. And all the choices that are made. What would that look like? I mean, because in theory everything is great, but then how would you put it into practice, right? What would that look like? How would we restructure, right? How would we restructure the way decisions are made? Could there be negotiables and non-negotiables? And all the stuff in between? While still honoring and respecting everyone's truth? There's gotta be a way, right? I've just been sitting with that for a little bit, wondering, what would it look like if it were different? Something that's more balanced, you know? I don't know. Something to think about, I guess. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.